Good morning. Happy Saturday. We have a phenomenal, no equipment, full body workout today. So I'm excited to get started. So let's jump right into the warm up. For our first movement today, we are going to start with a forearm plank. So let's find our forearm plank position. Make sure that we're pulling our belly button to our spine. Going in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We're holding for 60 seconds. Keep that butt down. Make sure your elbows are directly underneath your shoulders here. Just warming up our core, reminding our body what we're about to do today. Fifteen seconds. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Good, next movement, we are going to do some donkey kicks. So for that donkey kick, you're going to put your hands on the ground. Your dominant foot should be forward, the foot that you would kick a soccer ball with. And from here, you are going to kick up and come back down, control the landing. You're gonna give me 10 of these. Kick up, control the landing. Warming up our shoulders, warming up our wrists. Good, good, that's 10. And then we're gonna lay on our back. Knees should be up. You're gonna give me 10 glute bridges. So we're driving through our heels, having a maximum glute squeeze, and then thinking slow on the way down, fast on the way up. Give me 10 of these. Good, good, that's 10. You're gonna go back into that forearm plank. Starting in 5, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Can you guys guess what we're doing today? Because of the donkey kicks? I bet you can. Check in, make sure your hips are low. We don't have our butt in the air, right? Five, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good, good. Let's go back into those 10 donkey kicks. Making sure we're staying nice and light on our feet when we return to the ground. That's 10. And then 10 glute bridges. Whenever you're ready. That's 10. 10 more seconds. We have one more round of that. Going into that forearm plank in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. If I'm a little ahead of you, just hop into the forearm plank when you can. Jared and I finished all the Star Wars movies last night. I liked them much more than I thought that I would. I will say that. We do still need to watch Rogue One though. That will be for another time. 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. 10 donkey kicks. Try and kick up a little bit further this time. Get a little bit more air time. That's 10. And then 10 glute bridges. On your own. It feels so good to move my body this morning. That is 10. Good work. Okay, so I'm going to take my shoes off just so I don't scuff up my wall, although you can probably see in the video, no matter what I do, I kind of scuff up the wall. But really quick, just listen. I want to talk about our 3 stipulations for safe handstands, right? Our 3 rules. Number 1 being that we keep our core tight always, right? So whenever we're going upside down, we're thinking about engaging our core, really squeezing. It's why we do all this core work, so that on demand, when we need to, we can squeeze our core and we can make sure that our body's gonna stay nice and solid when we're upside down. Number 2, we have to make sure that our elbows are staying straight at all times, right? As soon as we go up, as soon as we put any amount of pressure on our wrists, bending our elbows is not an option anymore, right? Unless we're doing like a handstand push-up, but we're not doing that today. So as soon as you put any amount of pressure on your wrists to kick up into a handstand, those elbows locked out, okay? And number 3, because this is my biggest pet peeve, when you kick down from a handstand, it must be a soft landing. And what I mean by that is I'll kick up. I never want to hear that really loud clunk, right? Because it's so easy to just control that landing and be nice and gentle, right? So you kick up, and then you have a nice, gentle come down, right? Those are our 3 rules. But before we actually get into a handstand, I want us to practice a couple wall walks, because if you aren't comfortable kicking up to a handstand yet, this is what you're going to be doing when we're doing a handstand hold today, okay? So for that wall walk, you can do this part with me. I want you to have your feet touching the wall, and I want you to be in the bottom of a push-up position. From here, I want you to push up, legs should be off the ground, and come into downward facing dog for me. From downward facing dog, I want you to put your feet up on the wall, keeping your core nice and tight. And if this is your first time practicing handstands, this is where you're gonna hold when we're doing our handstand holds today, okay? And then from here, to come down from here, you put your feet off of the wall, and then you can slowly control your way down to the bottom of a push-up, okay? If you are feeling like you have that down, but you don't feel comfortable kicking up to a handstand yet, we can practice walking our hands a little bit closer to the wall. So you'll be in that downward dog position, feet go on the wall. Walk your hands and your feet a little bit closer to the wall, and then you can hold here. Biggest caveat here is that we want to control the way down as much as possible, okay? So if you don't feel comfortable kicking up to a handstand today, that is totally fine. It does not mean that you get to skip the handstand, right? Doing the wall walk where you're just putting your feet on the wall, everyone can do that. I promise you can do that. So I don't want us to skip the handstand. This is a really good step so that we can practice handstands, so that we can practice something that we're not good at, because that's motivating, right? Gaining new skills, that's motivating us to keep on exercising. So I want you to practice the handstand today, okay? If you are doing a handstand hold, we're practicing our kick up, right? We're thinking about being nice and gentle on the kick up, which means that you may have to have a couple of attempts to get up there, right? But our fingertips are about 6 inches away from the wall. We're tucking our chin. We're gonna kick up, squeeze our core, press our shoulders away from the ground. We're gonna hold there for 30 seconds today, okay? So either a wall walk hold or a handstand hold. Going in, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Push the floor away with your shoulders. Point your toes. Be a good gymnast. Breathe. 10 more seconds. And remember, when you come down, it's gonna be nice and gentle. 3, 2, 1, gentle landing. And down, good work. Okay, we're gonna superset that with a front lever. So lots of gymnastics today. Front levers are super great for our core stability, for our balance. So what we're gonna do for the front lever, you're gonna make sure that you have a lot of space by you. Hands are gonna be overhead. You're gonna find balance on one leg. Soften your knee, send your hips back, and try and make tabletop with your leg or with your body, and then come back up to neutral. So what I want to avoid is going down and then kind of like falling out of the movement, right? Coming back up from the movement is just as important as going down and holding it there, okay? So we're gonna do 6 on the right and then 6 on the left. Thinking about, good, so what's the secret with the descent? Thinking about pulling up from the top of your head the entire time. So thinking about really pulling up on this hip and not sinking into it. That's gonna be the secret for this. Okay, hands overhead, going down, hold, control the ascent, 1, down, up, 2, down, up, 3, down, up, 4, 2 more, down, up, 5, last one, down, up, and 6. Good, rest your arms. We'll do the left side in a second. Evan, if you keep falling out of these, don't go quite as low, okay? Go as low as you can go while keeping your balance, okay? Let's do the left side, arms overhead. Soften that left knee, send those hips back and down. Up. 1, down. Up. 2, down. Up. 3, down, up, 4, 2 more, down, up, 5, almost lost that one, down, up, and 6, good work. Grab some water. Yes, I love these front levers. They remind me of gymnastics again. So Evan, tips for keeping your wrists safe in a handstand. It's a really good question. And my biggest suggestion is to think about strengthening our wrists when we're not doing handstands. It's something that we get asked about all the time. There isn't a really great way to warm up your wrists, right? But the best thing that we can do is be doing some wrist stretches on days that we're not doing handstands, just to make sure that our wrists are able to move in all different directions, and that when we go into this position where we're making that 90-degree angle with our wrist, that it's not putting so much tension on it, because the only time that we're doing that is with the handstand, right? So it's about building strength over time. It's not necessarily about one thing that we can do today, right? Does that make sense? Good, good. We're gonna kick up into that handstand. Going in. 5, 3, 2, 1, kick up. Elbows are nice and straight, keeping the core tight. I don't want to see a giant arch in my back, right? It's hard to see it from this angle, but we want to think about really pulling our belly button to our spine, finding a nice hollow position here. 2, 1, gentle come down. Good work. I'm gonna start with my left side for the levers, because that side was definitely harder, so I wanna start with the harder side. Alrighty, here we go, arms overhead. Find your balance on the left leg, soften that knee, send your hips back, here we go, and down. Up. 1, down. Up. 2, down. Up. 3, down. Up. 4, 2 more, down. Up. 5, last one, down. Ooh. And up. 6, almost lost that one. Good, so tips for landing heavy in the handstand. My biggest suggestion to you is to think about the maximum effort of the handstand being on the way down. Trying to slow down that descent as much as possible. That's gonna be the hardest part of the handstand, right? But it means that that is really the part that we gotta focus on. Good, good, let's do the other side. Here we go. Hands overhead. Soften that right knee. Send your hips back, down, up, 1, down, up, 2, down, up, 3, down, up, 4, down, up, 5, down, up, and 6. Good work. Grab some water, take a break, and we will go over what we are doing for the workout today. Awesome job, y'all. You can put your shoes back on. Yeah, my shoulders burn during those, but also the stabilizer muscles in my feet. It's so good to be working those. I also just love working on balance movements. It's tough because our culture loves to work on exercises that have huge results. You know, that would be doing bicep curls so you can get biceps, right? So we skip over some of this auxiliary work, some of this balance work, some of this stabilization work, because you don't see it as much, right? But you definitely see it when you get to be 80 and you're having a lot of balance problems, right? So it's just so good for us to be working on. Alrighty, you can keep on listening really quick. I'm gonna walk through the workout, walk through the technique. So just watch, don't do it yet. Today's workout is going to be a 20-minute EMOM. We have 5 different movements that we're going to be alternating between. Minute 1, y'all know it, plank up downs, right? So we're gonna be in that forearm plank position, making sure that we are keeping every rep completely solid, squeezing our core. We're gonna go up on the right, up on the left, down on the right, down on the left, up on the left, up on the right, down on the left, down on the right. So just making sure that we're alternating between arms for that plank up down. Our butt is gonna wanna go up in the air, right? We gotta keep it down. We gotta really squeeze our core. It's a minute of these, which isn't gonna seem super hard, right? So we wanna think about how do we make this movement as effective as possible? How do we make it as hard as possible? And maybe in like minute 15, you're gonna be like, why did I make it as hard as possible? But I would so much rather you have it that way rather than you get to the end of the workout and you're like, oh yeah, the plank up downs are pretty easy. Because whenever I finish a workout with plank up downs, I never think to myself, that was the easiest part of the workout, right? Because I make it harder for myself because I wanna get the maximum impact out of that movement. Number 2, we are going to be doing alternating forward lunges or jump switch lunges. So you have the opportunity to do a forward lunge, which is a big step forward, making a 90-degree angle with my leg here, right? So I don't wanna take too short of a step where my knee is going over my toe, right? So 90-degree angle with my leg, then thinking about really pushing back up to neutral. Other thing I wanna be thinking about is making sure that my back knee is touching the ground every single rep. It's like a gentle kiss to the ground, right? So you're gonna take a big step forward, 90-degree angle, gently touch your back knee to the ground, come back up and switch. Big step forward, gently touch that knee to the ground and come back up. So just like our glute bridges, we're thinking about slow on the way down, fast on the way up, explosive on the way up, slow on the way down, fast on the way up. If you're doing jump switch lunges, these are tough, especially to do them for a minute, but you're gonna start in that bottom of a lunge position. You're gonna use your arms to get momentum, jump and switch, jump and switch, jump and switch, jump and switch. It's not really about how high you go, it's about making sure that you're staying nice and light on your feet throughout the entire movement, okay? Up to you what you wanna do. Minute 3 is going to be a new movement for us, and that is called a tricep toe touch. So you're gonna be in your tricep dip position. Fingertips are gonna be facing forward. And from here, your hips are gonna be up. You're gonna tricep dip, and then you're gonna touch your opposite hand to your opposite foot. Opposite hand to foot. I know I said a double negative there, but opposite hand to foot. So you're gonna dip, and then when you come up, you're gonna touch your right hand to your left foot. Balance, right? And then dip and switch, dip and switch, dip and switch. So this one definitely takes a little bit more coordination today. Let's practice it really quick. Let's get into that dip position. Takes a little bit of balance, a little bit of coordination. It's all good stuff. So your hips are up. You're gonna dip and touch, dip and touch, dip and touch. So you're noticing you're actually having to squeeze one tricep really hard. So it's almost as if we're doing a single arm dip, which obviously would be very tough. So these will get tough, I promise. Minute 4, you are going to be laying down on your back. Legs are gonna be straight down. We have some sky crunches. So hands are gonna be to the ceiling. We're gonna roll up, try and get as high up to the ceiling as possible, and then roll down. So once again, I'm thinking about rolling up vertebra by vertebra, and then thinking vertebra by vertebra. No, I can't say that anymore. Is it vertebrae by vertebrae? No, vertebra, right? Jared? I don't know. Anyway, one little part of your spine at a time. And you're gonna think about rolling up and then rolling back down. So you're thinking about controlling the ascent and the descent at the same time. God, that was really tough for me. Think about keeping your chin close to your chest so that we don't strain our neck in that movement. And then lastly, you're gonna stay on your back, and we're gonna be doing some glute bridge shifts. So you're gonna have one foot up, you're gonna single leg glute bridge up, put your foot down, switch, glute bridge, foot down, switch. So you're basically doing alternating single leg glute bridges. So let's practice this one too, because I know that this one's pretty new as well. Give me a few of those. We're gonna start in 30 seconds. So we're starting with those plank up downs. Going in 15. Plank up downs in 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Keeping that form exceptional. Halfway. Ten seconds, then we're gonna go into those forward lunges or jump switch lunges. 3, 2, 1, here we go. I'm gonna start with forward lunges today. I didn't know that Troye Sivan had a new song. Jared usually keeps me up to date on my pop culture. He hasn't told me anything. 15 seconds. We'll be going into those tricep toe taps. 5, 3, 2, 1, here we go. Tricep dip, touch, dip, touch, dip. You got the idea. "25 seconds to go." "10 seconds. We'll go into those sky crunches. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Legs out straight. Rolling up vertebra, no. Vertebra by vertebra. Pausing at the top. "20 seconds. "10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Glute bridge shifts. Here we go. Glute bridge up, switch, glute bridge, up, switch. Think about a maximum glute squeeze every single rep. Isolating one glute at a time. Driving through your heel. "25 seconds. Going into plank up downs. In 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. That was round 1. We just have 3 more rounds to go. We got this. "20 seconds. "10 seconds. Going into forward lunges in 3, 2, 1. Honestly, at this point, I don't feel the need to do jump switch lunges. This workout feels plenty hard. But if you're into it, do it for sure. I'm gonna try and isolate this movement. "10 seconds. We're gonna go into our tricep toe touches. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Good question. Is there any difference between back and front lunges? So back lunges or reverse lunges, I find it a lot easier to isolate my glute in that movement. Whereas I think of a forward lunge as a little bit more of a combination of muscle groups. Bottom line is that I think that we should be doing both in order to stay as well-rounded as possible. And you'll notice, especially with certain injuries, you can do forward lunges, but you can't do reverse lunges, or vice versa. 3, 2, 1. Going into sky crunches. I was so sure that I had it that time. Vertebra by vertebra. Next time we do these, I'm gonna have that down. Halfway. Give me that pause at the top, really squeeze. Going into glute bridge shifts in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Single leg glute bridge up, switch the legs, single leg glute bridge, switch the legs. "25 seconds, then we're going back to those plank up downs. "10. 2, 1. Plank up downs. We're halfway. "15 seconds. Forward lunges in 5, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So vertebra is what I should be saying, is what you're telling me. "30 seconds. Sweating up a storm over here. 15 seconds. We're gonna go into those tricep toe touches. Three, 2, 1. I'm wanting you to go up vertebra by vertebra, which means singular, right? Like one vertebra at a time. So it must be vertebra. Good to know. Thank you, Evan. "25 seconds to go. "15 seconds. Three, two, one. Sky crunches. Give me that pause at the top, getting as high as you can go. Squeezing your core as hard as possible. God, each one of these feels like a maximum contraction of my abs. I'm like, single leg glute bridges in 10 seconds. Two, one, here we go. Y'all, we basically only have one more round left. "15 seconds. This cotton shirt is just about sopping wet. Going into plank up downs in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Last round. Let's do it. "15 seconds. 10. 3, 2, 1. Forward lunges. "25 seconds to go. Five, 3, 2, 1. Tricep toe touches. Here we go. Last round of these. Halfway. Seconds. Ooh. 10. 3, 2, 1. Sky crunches. Rolling up vertebra by vertebra. You just really gotta slow it down. I figured it out. Fifteen seconds. 10. 3, 2, 1. Single leg glute bridge shifts. Here we go. "25 seconds, and we're done with this workout. "10. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good work. Don't leave quite yet. We have 2 minutes of rest and we have 2 Tabatas to go. That's it. We're just doing 2 Tabatas to finish it off. So this workout comes directly from Lightning Fitness Program, which is my online training program. Basically, when you sign up, you get 5 workouts a week, and then on the 2 rest days that you have, we'll talk about different lifestyle factors like nutrition and eating and sleep and mindset, all those things. And probably the best part about Lightning Fitness Program is the community. So when you sign up, you also get access to our think tank, which is our Lightning Health community. So there's a community forum in there for you to ask any questions and meet new people, but then there's also my mini courses, which is like Nutrition 101 and that kind of thing. And then there's also a cookbook, and there's a 30-day body weight challenge. So, you know, all of this is in one program, and I'd love for you to try it out. We have a 7-day free trial. You can go to my website. There's also a link in the description of this video, so definitely check it out. And if you have any questions about that, just let me know. Either leave me a comment or DM me on Instagram. But let's finish out this workout. In about 40 seconds, we're gonna be starting with our 2 Tabatas. Number 1 is going to be full body crunches. So you're gonna start in boat pose, go out to a hollow position, and then come back in. That's your full body crunch. You can also scale these to half body crunches, right? We've done these. So we'll be doing 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off for 8 rounds. And we're gonna go directly into Tabata push-ups. So I'm not gonna do those. I'm not gonna demonstrate them. I'm hoping that you know what a push-up is. So starting in 10 seconds, we're gonna start with that Tabata of full body crunches. Going in 2, 1, here we go. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 8 rounds. I keep on hitting my tree. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Turn around. 3, 2, 1, and go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Already feeling it. 3, 2, 1, and go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Three, 2, 1, and go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. We're halfway, 4 more rounds. Feel the burn. 3, 2, 1, and go. Two, 1, and rest. 3 to go. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Two, 1, rest. 2 more, and then we're gonna go directly into our push-up Tabata. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So the goal of Tabata is to get the same amount of number of reps every single round, because your technical score is the number of reps you got on your lowest round. And rest. So I'm gonna aim for 9 push-ups each round. 3, 2, 1, and go. Actually, I'm gonna aim for 10 push-ups each round. And I would aim for anywhere between 6 and 10 push-ups each round. But trying to maintain whatever number you pick. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good, we're going into those push-ups in 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. Make sure we're touching our chest to the ground and full lockout at the top every single rep. Going in 3, 2, 1, here we go. And rest. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. 3, 2, 1, and go. 3, 2, 1, and rest. We're halfway, we have 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. 3, 2, 1, and go. Just 2 more of those to go. We're so close. 2, 1, and rest. 3, 2, 1, and go. Three, 2, 1, and rest. 3, 2, 1, and go. Last one. 2, 1, and rest. Y'all, I'm sweating buckets. Thank you so much for working out with me today. What a phenomenal workout. I promise y'all a sweaty workout. It was definitely a sweaty workout. And I appreciate y'all so much. If you enjoyed this workout, make sure that you like this video, leave me a comment on this video. Y'all, you have no idea how much it helps my channel. And if you really loved it, you're super sweaty right now, take a selfie, tag me on Instagram. I'll repost you. Thank you so much for working out with me. I'll see y'all next week. Good work today.